Hey Stampin' friends, it's Leslie from LuvINK&Paper. I hope you saw the post in our group about what you're going to need. Oh, I forgot to put my ring light on. Shoot. Hang on. Let's see if we can get this to... Oh, that's a little better. Sorry about the shadow back here. Anyway, I hope you got the dimensions and stuff. So what you're gonna need, this was something that I did quite a long time ago, but I'm gonna put that there, and you can probably zoom in on it or something. I probably could if I could figure out how to make all of that work, but I'm afraid I'll lose you, so that would be bad. So here where it says neutral color, what you want is either Whisper White, which is what I'm going to use, or vanilla, very vanilla, whichever would look better with the color cardstock that you chose. Okay, so those sizes are here. Okay, you've got a 2 by 3 1/4. And then you have a 3 by 4 1/4. I'm trying to hold them up, but still let you see those measurements. Okay. And then your biggest one is a 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, which would be a sort of next layer on most card fronts. Okay, so we're going to have those. Then, and we're not going to use these for a little while, but you're going to want them. Your mats and your cardstock color, you're going to start with your base, which is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and this one's just folded in half, so you don't have to worry about any weird score lines. Okay, just fold it in half. And then the next one up is your 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Okay, and then you have a little 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, so we'll get to those later. But in the meantime, we're going to use those. Now, what you want to do is use a temporary adhesive if you have one. And if you don't have one, you're going to use a tiny bit of snail. And then you're just going to stick your thumb on and off it a few times. Okay? Just so it's tacky, but you don't want to be pulling anything off. Although there's going to be mats in between. So if it pulls a little bit, don't stress terribly. Okay? I'm going to put just a couple of those. Okay. All right, then when you've got adhesive on the backs of your little ones, you're going to kind of center them as best you can. Okay. Some people might use grid paper and count squares, and I'm not like that. You know me better than that. I'm going to just kind of wing it. Eyeball it, right? Eyeball. Yes. So... And actually, since I'm standing, I can kind of see some of the comments, so I know that my mom is here, and Cindy is here, and Edith is here. Oops, I lost the wave. But anyway, and Joni is here. All right, so we're going to just stack those right up. Okay, like that. Okay, now I have to sit down to stamp, so I can't see anymore. Then you're going to use your colors, and I think we're going to use Blushing Bride. So all of the stamps so far that I'm going to use today is coming out of the Positve Thoughts. So I'm going to use this flower here, I'm going to use the butterfly, and I'm going to use this, I don't know, fern or stem or leaf something or other. Yeah. Anyway, I'm choosing Blushing Bride, Highland Heather, and Pear Pizzazz. And I chose those because they all come from the Subtles color family. You can choose whatever works for you. So we're going to start with the Blushing Bride, and I'm going to do the flower as my Blushing Bride. And sorry if you're wiggly. And you're going to stamp, and you want to overlap. Okay, you don't want to try and stay on one layer. You want to just really... You'll see what I mean in a second here. Just gonna give that a minute. Now you are gonna have some spaces, but that's okay because your mats are going, when when you mat everything, those spaces are going to be covered. Okay, so don't freak out about those, all right? All right, let's see. I know, and I'm sniffly, and it's not because I have COVID, I promise. It's because the trees are starting to bloom. And even when I take a Claritin every single day, I get sniffly. So, sorry, hang in there. Shut off your volume, don't listen to me, whatever works, you know. I probably should have started with the big green thing, or I'm not going to have room for it. So let me sneak one of those in at least. I might have to sneak another one in. We'll see. Maybe I can get another partial. That looks pretty good. All right. Now, let's see if we can get off of there a little ways. Okay, we got off a little bit. That's good. And then I think I want some over here. Oh, did you hear Julian? He just came in. I think he's thinking he should tell me it's dinner time or something. I don't know what he's doing. The cats have not been eating well with Rich and I both home. They're freaking out. They don't like it. Okay, so let's leave that for a minute. And I think, hey Julian, not everybody wants to listen to you, just so you know. Let's try this. So some really good firm pressure is going to lessen the amount of space that you have. But like I said, it's not going to matter. Don't freak out because it's all going to be okay. All right, let's get a couple of butterflies and I may go in and fill in a little bit more. And you do kind of want to try and get out to the edges as best you can. Okay, so I may have to go in and do a little of that. So you can see bigger stamps is great because you can get all the layers, which is kind of what you want to try and do. But this butterfly is just barely going to go off the edge here. Yeah. And we'll put one up here. Like that. And if they overlap, that's okay. Don't worry. It's all good. Let's do one down here. And then I'll sneak another green over here. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my arms so you're not seeing the strays. Now, I do think it would be very funny if you could see me, though, because I look like a 2-year-old dressed me. I got my yellow shirt and my stripy sweater, which is okay. That's what I wore to school today. But then when I got home, I changed out of my jeans and into my Patriots pajama pants. So just picture, you know, Patriots logo all over on the navy blue background with the yellow sweater and the the yellow shirt and the stripy sweater. And well, anyway, kind of wild. Reminds me of when Shannon first started dressing herself. That was fun. Ooh, did you see I almost did that? I almost took the leaves and went to the Highland Heather. That would not have been good, guys. Let's just get a little bit of green along the edge there. Yeah, oh, I did it again. I'm moving Highland Heather way out of my way here. All right, and I think we'll put a little bit of green. I think I'm going to turn it. I want those like that. And then I think I might put a flower over here in the corner. You don't want a lot of white showing because you're going to, if you think it's a lot of white now, you're going to see a lot of white. Ooh, did I just bump you guys with my head? Sorry. You're going to see a lot of white when we start layering this. Okay, and so you want to try and avoid that. That's looking pretty good. And if I really feel like I need more, I can always go along the edge and throw a little bit more green in there. But let's put the stamps out of the way for a few minutes here. I'll close up Highland Heather and Blushing Bride. Set them off to the side. And now comes where you're going to want your mats. Okay, so you're going to take your card base and you're going to very carefully, now I tell people this all the time, please don't try and fold your cardstock up in the air. It's not good. You can't keep it straight. Okay, so you want to line up those corners, hang on to it, and then whether you're using that folding device at the end of your hand or you're using a bone folder, doesn't make any difference. You want to kind of go to the middle and then push out to each side. Okay, you'll get a cleaner fold. You'll get if you haven't already scored it. This one I didn't score previously. Okay, so now we can start taking these gently apart. Now remember, there's going to be, it's going to get covered. So if a little bit of this tears, don't freak out. Okay, so this little one, when you take that off, is going to go on your little mat. Okay, so we're going to put a little adhesive on the back here. Am I in camera? I hope so. All right, put a little adhesive there and then center this as best you can. This you can kind of, well, if you want to, have it up in the air as long as you can still wiggle it. There. Okay. Then you're going to take your next layer off gently. Okay, I didn't de-stickify that one quite as well. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So see, I left a little bit, but it's okay because it's all going to go back together anyway. So now we're going to turn this over and add adhesive back here. Okay. Now, this is a technique I might have used at a Technique Tuesday or something a long time ago or whatever. So you're getting half of a class for free. That's pretty good. All right, there you go. So now that one's done. Okay, so then you can take this one and look, you're going to kind of line it up and look how pretty that looks. With that mat, the little spaces are gone, but you can, your eye will continue that image. Like it's like your eye just sees it as a whole. It's really cool. All right, so I'm going to put a little adhesive there. I think that one's getting low. All right. Now, of course, as soon as I picked it up, I don't want to have it picked up anymore. I want to be able to see where it goes. Okay. Oh, hey, Rexy. You coming in to say hello? Hi. You're a good boy. Okay, so now this one is going to go on here. See how that works? All of your little lines are all covered up. So I told you they didn't matter. And see how that there's so much white near that edge? I think I am going to go before I put that on there. That's why you test before you would do adhesive, guys. Test first. I do hope I haven't been seeing too many things in the comments, but I sure would love to have you add your creations to the comments. That would be awesome. There we go. That'll be better, I think. Let me go put that together. Yeah, see how that works better? Okay, so now we can put this together. And as much as I'd love to sell you a ton of adhesive, really, snail is pretty strong. An inch or so in each corner and then a bit in the middle, and you're really fine. I mean, if you want to be somebody that covers the whole back or something with adhesive, that's your choice. And I certainly will help you get some refills, but just saying, a little goes a long way. There we go. Okay, put that on there. Yep, sniffly. Oh yeah, this one's getting really low. There we go. Alrighty. Now, isn't that pretty? That is such a fun technique. And again, it's a major wow out of the envelope. You know, your friend or colleague or whoever you send your cards to pulls it out of the envelope and goes, wow, that's really cool. Just don't tell them how easy it was. Just say, oh, thanks. I'm so happy you like it. Don't tell them your secrets, because then they'll be wanting you to make cards for them all the time. All right, let's grab a little piece of Whisper White and let's stamp a greeting. I think we're going to use that Highland Heather. I really like it. All right, what are we going to do this time? Oh, you know what? Hold on. I don't want to use that piece. I think I have one long enough. Hold on. Ooh. I think I can use this one. Okay. Now, do I have a nice long block here? Yes, I do. You can put your stamps on your blocks any way you want, but I find, especially with these cling stamps, I like to kind of get them lined up with my grid paper and then just go capture them with my block. Okay, because then I'm relatively sure that they're straight. Perhaps. Okay. That looks pretty good. All right. All right, I'm going to stand up for this one, and I may... I know you can use your stuff, Edith. I think that's awesome. I'm glad that I chose this stamp set. And by the way, I got your card today. Thank you so much. Is it all right if I post it in the group? Or would you rather I didn't? Just let me know. There, now. So there is a, I think it's, I might have even left it at the studio. The punch that does the banners. There's lots of ways you can get that banner cut. Or you can just go, I think I'll go like that. And then I'll mimic that angle sort of over here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, remember the sponging? Yeah, my friend Jane, who is not on Facebook but may watch this later, would be very unhappy with me if I did not sponge this. But do I want to sponge it in the purple or do I want to sponge it in the pink? I think we're going to go with Blushing Bride. Change my mind. If Richard was in this room, he'd go, what else is new? He's so good. He's so understanding. He cut ribbons for the 4-card class kits today. And he stuffed most of the envelopes. So if you're missing anything, it's his fault. You know, he's a good guy. I love him a lot, but he's got thick fingers. Anyway. There. Yeah, that's better. I'm glad I chose pink. Sometimes you make a choice and you wish later you had chosen differently, but I like this one. And I think we're going to go not halfway. We don't want to divide it like that, but we're going to go like that. And I think we're even going to use some dimensionals. I'll use the little baby ones because then I don't have to worry about it falling off of layers or something, I think. Yeah, the rest of you also know that if you've been to the studio, I tend to use the middles, I use everything. Okay, there. All right. So I'm trying to think if there's much I need to tell you guys. I've got the 4-card class packets just about done. I've got the Technique Tuesday packets nearly done. I just have to do here we go. All right. Ta-da! I just have to get the pictures taken and the videos made and the samples and stuff. So that's this weekend. But the class piece should be ready. The 4-card class, at least, for me to post everything on Wednesday. The Technique Tuesday stuff will be ready by not this coming Tuesday, but a week from then. So I've pushed everything a week. And that's just because life was a little crazy. So there's that. Okay. I have a couple of people coming and picking packets up at the studio tomorrow at 2. So if you're doing 4-card class and you need local pickup, that would be a good time. Or probably Monday afternoon, I will have some time. Sorry, I got distracted. The 2 boys just came in through the cat door and went charging upstairs. Anyway, they're a little wild. And like I said, they're not happy with us home all the time. They're freaking out. Okay, so there's that. Let's see, what else do I want to tell you about? Oh, still working on the April special. A few of you have taken advantage of that, and I will be mailing out your samplers. Okay, as I go back through, I can check the dates of the orders, and I will get those samplers out to you. Okay, and I will pop this in here to remind you that 4-card class is coming up. I'm working on packets, and I have the Technique Tuesday. One of the cards for Technique Tuesday is going to involve this lattice along the fold. Kind of cool. And the other one is stained glass technique that uses the Stampin' Blends and stays on ink. So, and then we'll get along to the paper pumpkin party at the end of the month. I have not even seen any. Today's actually the last day to subscribe for the April kit. Okay, so that should be, those will start shipping probably Monday. Usually it's, the billing is open through the 10th and then they start shipping, but probably tomorrow isn't really a business day. So I'm guessing we won't see shipping notices till Monday. Okay. Which means it's really hard for me to determine what we'll do and what will be in the packets before I even see the kit and get to play with it a little bit. Okay, so we'll get there. And then I'm just going to throw this up here. I put my business, but any small business, these are things that you can do to help any small local business. Okay. Purchase a gift certificate, whether it's to your favorite restaurant or to your hairdresser or whatever. If anybody is offering online gift cards or gift certificates or something by mail or whatever, buy it, and then they'll have the cash to use now, and then you can use your gift certificate later on, and that really helps a lot. So, joining in the classes, I love having you here with me a few times a week for these great little quick stamping things, and I'm glad it's keeping your fingers inky. But participating, buying my online classes will be really helpful a lot, I promise. Product, I'm always happy to help you get Stampin' Up! Product because, and I know I'm probably biased after 17 years or 18 years or whatever it's been. But I really do think that Stampin' Up! Products are the best. I know our cardstock is second to none. If you tear some cardstocks from other companies, you will notice that it has a white core. Ours are dyed all the way through. They're a thicker, sturdier cardstock. They're the best. And if you're going to make something for somebody, you might as well be using the best. Okay. Like I said, you do have one more, like you have till the end of today to sign up to get the April kit. So it's like having a class come right into your mailbox, and the only thing really missing is me. And you could just pretend. But anyway, and I know that, and if you're watching, you are part of my Facebook group, and I'm really happy. Please comment, please share it. Please share your creations. I'm curious to see what you come up with. So that I think is about all. I am going to throw out a challenge, but not today, because I don't have it with me. I will have to cut it and bring it in. It's on another thing. So let's see, what's Monday? So Monday is 7 o'clock again. And we're going to play with the Joy Fold card. That's a really fun one. I know that I've taught that at, here, let me just throw something on there so you're not looking at something boring. I know that you have probably seen a Joy Fold card. It actually opens two ways, which is really kind of fun. So if you, I will put, like I did today, I will put a post in there with what you need. Okay, because there's some pretty specific sizes of papers, and there are going to be some funky scores. So cut your cardstock, but don't fold it. Okay, because there is going to be at least one of the pieces has a little bit of a funky score and fold. So I want to do that with you. Okay. So I guess we've been at this almost a half an hour. So thanks for joining me. I'm going to go have a glass of wine and have dinner. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Please share your things in the comments. I'd love to see them. And I will go back through, and if you have any questions or whatever, I'll read through the comments and answer. So if you had anything that I didn't notice on the screen, I will throw you out an answer a little bit later. Okay. All right. Well, have a great rest of your night. Have a happy Easter if that is something you celebrate. I know this year it's going to be a little tricky because families can't get together like they often do, and that may be hard. Try a video chat, try something so that you can reach out to your family and be together in that way if you can. And we'll meet back here Monday night at 7 o'clock. All right, take care. Bye.